Okay, into the front pages of the papers we go. Let's start with the Business Day. Business Day's headline reading, "It's BEE in disguise, says employers." And NASA opposes draft bill, calling it job destroying. Just a bit of detail there. The state's plans to overhaul the business licensing regime have been met with resistance from the National Employers Association of South Africa, which represents the 7,000 businesses, and says the proposed changes are nothing but BEE in disguise. That's what they're leading with there. Sibanye suffers 3.7 billion blow from failed mine deal. The story behind Deon George's sacking. We haven't really spoken about that, have we? The Forestry, Fisheries and Environment Minister, Deon George, was rude and abusive to his staff, an untenable situation that resulted in his party asking President Cyril Ramaphosa to axe him from the cabinet. Well, that's according to DA insiders. That's what I'm reading there. On the front page, former President Jacob Zuma at the Durban High Court, where his daughter Dudizile Zuma Sambudla faces charges of incitement to commit public violence and terrorism related to that July unrest in 2021. So he was there supporting her. And that's it. Let me leave it there. And then, of course, Mamdani's victory offers lessons for South Africa. That's the other big photo on the front page of the Business Day. Next up, we got the Daily Dispatch. Okay, let's get to that Daily Dispatch now. Eastern Cape beaches gear up for the festive season is what they're leading with. And you'll find that, I suppose, all of these newspapers along our beautiful coasts are talking to the beaches and status of beaches and everything else. So safety measures, access control and cleaning teams being put in place ahead of an influx of holiday makers. And this is all across the Eastern Cape. That's what they're focusing in on and having a look at, obviously being an Eastern Cape-based paper here. Clinic remains closed more than a week after murder of security guard. And this is the Kwili Clinic in Biti outside Ntata, remaining closed after a brutal attack in which a women's security guard was shot dead and a woman colleague seriously injured. The photograph on the front page, well, that is dancers from Movement Dance School performing the Firebird at the National Monument in Makhanda on Saturday night. All right, that's the Daily Dispatch. Let's go to The Witness now, and they're talking with Pietermaritzburg gridlock as 34,000 job seekers converge for 200 RTI trainee posts. Guys, if that headline doesn't scream at you in terms of the problem with unemployment in this country, nothing will. We heard this, in fact, from Rob as to what the traffic looked like. So look at that again. 34,000 job seekers arrive for 200 RTI trainee posts. Oh, my goodness me, that's how desperate people are for jobs at the moment. So that's, as they say, one of the worst traffic gridlocks Pietermaritzburg has experienced, or anywhere I can imagine. Online Purple Wave amplifies call to end gender-based violence. This is what's happening on Friday. The color purple taking over social media, with thousands of people changing their profile pictures to vibrant hues, while others are left wondering what the movement is all about. Well, that's what it's about. All social media driven by Women for Change. It's an organization for talking and fighting for women's rights. Remembrance Day calls for peace. That's the photograph there. And let me leave it there. Just that last one. Sense of safety shattered by brutal Balgowan killing. So let me leave it there for now. Okay, let's move on to the Cape Argus. That's the next newspaper. A R2 billion project to boost the stadium precinct. And this is where sports fanatics can be assured that the R2 billion mixed development set to take place next to the Cape's DHL Stadium will not impact operations, and games will operate normally. The development will feature a hotel, retail and office spaces designed to create a lively year-round destination, supporting tourism, business and local employment. That's what they're saying. It'll boast a hotel with 190 rooms, 200 apartments and 300 square meters of retail space, as well as premium grade office space. So that's what they're leading with on the front page there. Brother in dock after sister's gunned down outside school, and killings spark call for the army to step in. And again, this is all of these violent acts that happen over the weekend. So that's the front page of the Argus. All right, let's take a look at some of the other front pages of the newspapers.